And I got a Ubisoft challenge, of course, as well for also completing it. So now that we have this, we can go back to Atlantis. And we're done here anyway, so we can just leave. We can go back to Atlantis. Which is what I'm assuming the Lost City is. I think it is, right? Atlantis. Yeah, they did say that. So we're going to go back here. We're going to turn this in. And I guess in the real world, we'll be able to see what exactly happens. Now, I don't know if this is the end to Layla's story when we do this, or if it will keep going until the end of Alexios' story. I mean, I guess we'll have to see, especially since this whole plot line is optional anyway. I have to assume that it's for the true ending. Okay. The beams kind of remind me of Darksiders when you're in the tower, and all the angel can say is, the beams. Focus on, or you have to align the beams. Over and over. Seal Atlantis. Turn into their sockets, okay. So we have this one, which is Medusa.
Well done. This artifact will bring us closer to seeing the temple.
It nearly brought me closer to my tombstone.
That was probably one of my favorite fights this game. That felt like some of the fights in Origins a bit.
I know there's not much time, but I need answers.
I imagine you have many questions.
I have questions about my family.
The sentimental and emotional connections formed between people have always irked me.
Okay, Jesus.
I knew Myrrine would fail to stay detached.
Didn't it work out for you?
Why did you come here and leave my mother and me in Sparta?
I was never going to erase you. Our duty was to continue our ancient bloodline and ensure there was someone strong enough to do what was necessary when the time came.
You could have brought us here with you.
And you would have been unprepared.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. So he just goes around and
If
knocks
you've
up women
been here all these
just to
years,
keep the ancient bloodline alive.
How did you meet my mother?
We're both descendants of the people who built this place, just like you. We knew that we had an obligation to preserve our lineage.
That's when you agreed to make me.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Sure.
Why is the cult hunting our family?
It is our family's destiny to control the power in this place. In our blood lies the key to unlocking the secrets of Atlantis.
So they want our blood?
You have a destiny, my child, to destroy the cult and their influence on the Greek world. You threaten everything they have striven for, because you have the power to oppose them.
They've tried to destroy me and failed, and they'll never control me.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to know.
What about Atlantis?
I want to know more about Atlantis, and your work.
There isn't enough time for me to explain even a fraction of what I have learned here.
Dude, I have the
All I
last
can
symbol.
offer
We're
for now
fine.
is a hint of
We're good.
enlightenment.
Okay.
You call it Atlantis, but what exactly is this place?
I believe it was a city long ago. A place where beings of great knowledge and power lived before humankind had built even its first primitive
Yeah,
settlements.
the Isu.
It was perhaps some kind of library where the Ancient Ones stored information.
This place is like a tomb. How did you live down here? And for so long?
This artifact, like your spear, possesses incredible
Gives him
power.
life.
It has given me life,
Yeah.
so that I may continue to learn from this place.
So does he just age really slowly or not at all? And if you were to let go of it or lose it, would he just flat out
Have you
turn
been
to dust?
studying here?
Everything. The first civilizations.
He's
history,
literally the
their
smartest
culture,
man in
their
the world.
science. With it, we can change humanity's destiny and usher in an age of enlightenment.
Destiny is something only the gods can
So
order.
we become his
They
gods.
were gods, living, breathing gods.
Alright.
I've heard enough.
There's so much to question here. 3 questions. I mean, I know it's the game structure, but there's so much we could learn.
What
and
do I
just
do with the
probably never
artifacts?
know.
Just place them in their corresponding steles, and the path to answers will illuminate.
Okay.
I should go.
Yes, there is much to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly. The longer Atlantis being discovered.
You're analyzing the equations of reality itself. You've gotten further than any other human has. That is both amazing and terrible.
Terrible. Wow.
It's clear to me that even this tiny dose of cosmic understanding has twisted your mind. I'm sorry. The precursors should never have shared knowledge you weren't ready for.
Yeah, well, if only they were all like you, supposedly.
You live in obsessive darkness. You must understand that this focus on power and bloodlines is not your true legacy. The precursors have manipulated you. They're turning your problem-solving intellect to their own selfish ends. You're better than this. Make your own legacy. Let your mathematical discoveries be the glorious sunbeams that shine out past your tomb. Please, Scholar, clear your mind and focus on your present situation. At this moment, you possess a powerful artifact. It has extended your life long enough.
He's just taking it.
As hard as it may be, it's time to pass it on. It's someone else's turn to balance the equations.
Oh, fuck you. I'm going over here.
No, no, lies. This is not obsession. This is research. This is discovery of the very origins of the world.
It is an opinion, Pythagoras. Though one with reason behind it, I believe.
Silence is preferable to empty words.
Okay, I mean, that's it.
You have more questions?
I have infinite questions for
I
you.
should go.
Yes, there is
Okay.
much to do.
Anyway. Alright, well, we're gonna plug this one in. Let's save. Quick save. So they lock Atlantis. I wonder if they never open it again. I wonder what Layla even does with it. How would she open it? Unless she has first... I mean, again, that would be a plot device, but sure. That was the Sphinx.
Ah, good work. Was it hard to obtain the artifact?
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
Traveler of many times, congratulations on making it this far. I'm glad we can share this message out of time, this fragment of reality. I'm recording this just for you, even if those living in the past won't understand it. Our simulated realities will cross sooner or later. Or do you think you're really here now, listening to this recording? Isn't this an animus recreation? Isn't it part of a greater simulation? How far do the ripples in the pool spread? Let's talk, rebel to rebel. We've been held back too long by precursor rules. It's time for new paths with new possibilities. This is not an era of control, but of creation. I've gathered some like-minded precursors to make a new start. We'll stop interfering and start enabling.
Oh, really? So what about Juno?
From your point of view, it will take a considerable amount of time to prepare. But when we're ready, you're welcome to join us.
I mean, how much can we trust them? I don't know.
After all you have to do is press a button and run another simulation.
This is madness. Fiction. Where I thought there would be wisdom, there is only the garbled babbling of a fool.
Pythagoras, calm yourself. Maybe this invitation was meant for someone else. There's no need to lose your reason.
Yeah, it's like what they did to Ezio. It's fucked up. Is that it? Now we get another quest.
This is incredible. The knowledge stored here is overwhelming. It will take me years to decipher it all.
What about sealing Atlantis? Have you found a way to do it?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, what is it?
The staff is the key.
So you have to
All right.
die to do it.
It's time.
I can't, not yet.
If the staff is the key to this place, I don't want to get locked in.
I can't hand it over yet. There is still so much to see.
That wasn't the plan.
I will not be ordered around or lectured by you.
It was your plan to seal this place, and I agreed to help.
That was before I realized what we would uncover about the first civilization. The creation of humankind.
We are sealing this place to keep the cult from using it to enslave humanity. That is bigger than your quest for knowledge.
The cult will be nothing but an insect to swat once the power is ours.
What do you even choose, man? I'm not gonna kill him.
It's too dangerous to leave this place open, and you know it.
He wouldn't understand.
Your pride will cost us all in the end.
Probably gonna have to fight him anyway, so...
What good is knowledge if you curse all of humanity in the process? It's what you wanted to avoid in the first place. Sometimes it's better if we find our own path. Ugh, we are not ready for the power this place offers.
You're right. I cannot save humanity directly, but I can save it from itself.
Feels bad. Just think of the power this staff could truly
This
do,
is your
though.
burden now. Humanity's fate will be decided by the choices you make. I understand. Alexios, choose wisely.
Yep, I knew it. That's why he never let go of it. Staff of Hermes Trismegistus. Chance to gain a 30% HP shield. Wait, what? Wait, what's this quest? Oh, okay. Seal Atlantis. So wait, does that mean I have to give up the spear or the staff immediately? Well, let's at least look at it. What is it? Here it is. 20% chance to ignore half damage. It's been discovered as the key to the unknown world of Atlantis. Who knows the untapped power potential it holds? That's about it, though. Low chance to gain a 30% HP shield when hit. Alright. Well, I guess we can't take it with us, so we'll just have to dump it here.
Atlantis is too dangerous. I must seal it.
Feels bad. He's not, you know, Pythagoras isn't wrong. The amount of stuff and knowledge and information that is stored in there is just ridiculous to even begin to consider. So anyway, back with Layla, of course, because now she knows how to undo it, as smart as that will be. Hey guys, guess what I can do? Not like they're winning this Templar war at all. So wait, where's the Animus here? There's no Animus here. I don't know what exactly she calls herself doing, like, at all, ever. And again, I said the same thing about Desmond. Nothing over here. Nope, these don't even glow anymore. Yeah, there's nothing to do here. Do some melee combos. She has all the same controls, but let's face it, we're not here to see what Layla can do. Okay, well, whatever. She has no notable bleeding effect, it seems. Besides a few outbursts, which could be just excitement, who knows. Alright. Sure, let's push the button. This is such a smart idea.
Everything in order? Then... open sesame.
She's like a fucking child.
So much power. The nodes are interconnected in ways I couldn't imagine. This is more complex than any Isu temple we found. Lisbon, the Arctic.
I'm recording everything, Layla. You're going to be a hero for discovering this.
Do you see the staff anywhere?
Not yet, but there's more to explore. I'll find it.
What was that? Oh, okay. Look, it's the same manta ray.
Mechanism should be open.
The same
What's
manta ray
wrong?
in the
I
background.
don't know, Layla. I'll check my notes on the Isu.
Oh, I see it. There's a beam of light missing. Time to troubleshoot.
What the fuck? Okay. I don't know what the hell she calls herself doing at all, ever. It's cool that there's no HUD, though. I like that they kept that. There's no HUD at all. Because you're in real life. There's no HUD in real life. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Sure. I guess I'm supposed to climb up this side then. Maybe. It's clear you're supposed to get over there, but it didn't let me go over there. Now, there we go. Much better. I have another mirror puzzle, I guess.
Layla, that pillar looks like it can move. Those pillars seem to have mirrors on them. If
Okay.
you manipulate those light beams, they might illuminate something important.
I love their Layla sequences. There we go. So what do we need to do? Probably push this one instead of the other one. Make it a little bit less obvious, which makes it all the more obvious. Yeah, the camera's real close up for some of these parts. I don't know why. Oh, this isn't a mirror. Never mind. I'm a liar. Okay, then fuck it. I thought that would be correct, but it's not. What? Oh. Again, it's like a fake
I got
puzzle.
it.
You only have to solve like half of it. Yeah. You only have to solve half of it. I guess you have to pull this out so it can reflect onto that. Alright. Can I... Yes. Absolutely crazy. Absolute mad lad. What? Okay, splish splash, indeed. Now, obviously something has to go wrong here. Like Abstergo finds it or some shit. You were better off not coming here. I don't know.
Where is it?
Gotta go back into that Abstergo VR, you know what I mean? Alexios.
What?
True knowledge exists
Hey!
in knowing that you know nothing.
He has a suit.
Told me that once.
Possible. Alexios.
No, it is possible. He has the staff.
Yes. I used to be called the Eagle Bearer, but Icaros is long gone.
I've been searching for you. But you can't. It's...
You weren't really looking for me, were you?
It works! The Isu artifact, the staff of Hermes Trismegistus.
You must have so many questions, Layla.
What the fuck is going on?
You know my name?
Maybe the gods told me. Maybe I had a vision of
And
the
he speaks
future.
English, by the
Maybe
way,
the
now.
device in your ear is noisy.
Or maybe, yeah, that could be
Sorry.
translating.
I came here with a purpose.
I don't know.
To find you, and put an end to what I started many centuries ago.
Yeah, he should be speaking Greek. That's weird. He should be speaking whatever they spoke in his time.
I have your spear. Would you like it back?
Oh, no. You can keep it. It's broken.
But you used it broken. It was powerful.
I used it to defeat enemies even Herodotus could not describe. But
he's gonna have to give up the staff and die too. That's rough,
I left
man.
it to him when its power was exhausted. Something to remember me
So
by.
the spear runs out of energy at some point?
I have so much to tell you. That staff is incredibly important. It kept you alive. How?
Ask a student of Hippocrates. I hear he still has some.
Yeah, he has a
Staff
lot.
served its purpose.
My friends and I are trying to keep it out of the hands of the Templar Order.
Listen to me. Order, chaos. If either triumphs alone, the world dies. I tried to bring an end to chaos, and it has only led to ruin.
I used to assist Order. Now I fight for choice, freedom, chaos.
Pythagoras was right. You are the key to the prophecy.
Yeah, fuck Desmond.
You will restore the balance, Layla. I have fought in too many wars. I have seen too many people die. I've traveled from one end of the earth to the other.
I wonder what he means by that.
This belongs to you now.
Dude, that's rough.
Promise me one thing.
Anything.
When you are done, destroy it. Destroy them all.
All the artifacts. I guess he's been going out into the world doing other stuff. That's rough, man. This is the type of shit I don't really want to see. That's hurtful.
Not fun thoughts. Yeah.
I guess the staff was translating because he spoke in Greek there. It's a rough scene, man.
There's so much of the story I haven't seen. I should go back to the Animus and visit Alexios again.
Yep, pretty much. Oh, that's it. You don't even get to see, you don't even get to look around. So that's the end of the real world segment. She gets the staff, and we meet Alexios in real time. But he says he's fought in so many wars and met so many people gone to the ends of the earth. But what does that mean? Because we in this game, all we know is that he fights here, he does all the stuff around here. So I'm guessing since he has a suit, he's just been literally out in the world just doing stuff, I guess. Teleporting? I don't know. Maybe if he was still wearing some ancient clothing, but he was clearly wearing a suit. And I guess the staff was There's a lot of weird stuff, I guess, but it kind of makes sense, I guess. Maybe he's been like behind the scenes trying to like orchestrate things. And I guess in later games we'll find out like he was the reason why certain things helped the assassins, or I don't know. I guess he gave his father a burial.
What are you two doing here?
You know us. Always on your tail. Old Herodotus couldn't wait to see you.
I told you, Varnavas. Sira is said to hold a secret. A secret no one can fathom.
Yes, but a lost world?
It's perfectly possible. Atlantis may exist.
Yeah, you might want to omit that
Sounds
from
like
the record.
hooey to me, but he's insistent about it.
Herodotus is right. Atlantis exists.
Incredible.
It's true. I can't believe it. Tell me everything.
My mother sent me here to meet my real father. You know Pythagoras? It's him.
Your father was living in a volcano?
Pythagoras. That's unthinkable. It would make him immortal.
He had a staff that belonged to the ancient civilization.
It kept him alive all this time. Makes perfect sense.
Well, where is he? Invite him along. He's your father, after all.
Unfortunately,
He was
that's
a
not
stubborn
happening.
man. He wanted to keep all of the knowledge of Atlantis to himself.
Stubborn. I suppose that trait runs in the family.
He means he's sorry for your loss.
It's all right. But none of this can ever pass your lips. This stays between us.
You have my word.
But the world needs to know. We could tell the most amazing tale of our time.
Herodotus.
Not even a word. Oh, phooey.
Then it's settled. Let's move forward.
Like always.
At least he's a good sport. Dude, I'm really kind of heartbroken. To see a character you spend so much time with die like that, even though it's for the good, greater cause, that's never not heartbreaking. Fucking Assassin's Creed gets me every time with that, too, which is just the worst.
We've learned a lot, haven't we? You know it all.
Speak for yourself. I'm on the hunt for truth. Gods know not all your myths are accurate.
They come from the gods themselves, who are the most reliable sources we have.
Yep.
For all we know, anything's possible.
And you would know, as the eagle-bearing demigod you are.
Perhaps he too is immortal.
Sure I am.
I do know one thing for certain. This has been an Odyssey I won't forget.
Odyssey? Well, it's not like he's leaving, right? No. It's just a wrap-up to that whole plot line. This almost does feel like the end of the game. Like, holy shit. This really does feel like the end.
There's much to do, and many unknowns.
Atlantis destroyed. Well, not really. Alright. Well, now that that's done, the only thing really left to do is go back and just clean up these last two islands. I mean, after that, there's literally nothing else left to do. I mean, there's two cultists, right? No, there's only this one cultist. So I guess we'll go do it. What's the closest place to sail from? I mean, technically the closest thing to do would be to go from Thassos, or go to Thassos from Asclepion. That's what I mean, man. Assassin's Creed is always rough in that aspect. It's hard because you love these characters, and then, you know, unfortunately they lived so long they're all dead. Feels bad. It's hard to even watch them. But, I mean, that's the end of the real-world story, I guess, for this game. We might get, like, a little epilogue, maybe. But I guess this Alethea is getting a bunch of Isu together to revolt against Minerva and Juno's war. And Layla is somehow some chosen one. I guess Desmond's only role was to stop the big solar flare back when that was a big plot point. And now Layla is the fucking chosen one to do stuff. I don't really know. It is what it is. Like I said, it's interesting. It's cool. It's best done as a vignette piece, which I guess that was. Apparently Icaros dies. He's long gone. Even though he's been around since Pythagoras' time. I really, it's curious how it works. I don't know if we'll ever know, but it is what it is. I completely agree with Herodotus. This has been an Odyssey. I wouldn't use almost any other word to describe it. It is, by definition, a perfect word to use for all this tomfoolery. I really do think that could be like a cool plot point later on, though. Is like, oh, what is Alexios seen in other wars? You know, what was his role in other wars? You know, all these any number of wars he could have been in since literally 431 BCE. Like any number of shit they could elaborate on for that, and I think that would be pretty cool. Even if it's just like, you know, it doesn't have to be a ridiculous backbone of the plot. But just to put it in would be pretty interesting.